Hi VC, hi YouTube, it's Rob here with another video, and this video is just a bit of an idea for a thread. Probably the worst idea I've ever come up with, but during these sort of lockdown periods your mind works overtime, and I know there's people in the VC, particularly in the UK, who do like a challenge. So I had to go through my collection. I went through about 6 cubes to find 10 albums that will fit into this thread. So the thread is to find albums that begin and end with the same letter. So I told you it was pretty lame, but no one's under any obligation to join in, but I just thought maybe it would be a bit of fun, and I know people do like a challenge. So the first album, and I've been a bit naughty because I've chosen a few obvious ones just to make it a little bit more difficult. So maybe some people's minds are working overtime already, so I'll put you out of your misery. So here's my 10. The Pretenders, Learning to Crawl. Really good album by The Pretenders. It's got Back on the Chain Gang and Thin Line Between Love and Hate on it. 2,000 Miles as well. Produced by Chris Thomas. My album's got The Inner with it as well. So yeah, really good album by The Pretenders, and it's called Learning to Crawl. The second album is probably one that people might think of, quite an easy one, is Kick by INXS. So INXS sort of towards 87, 88, pretty big band in the UK. A lot of hit singles on this album: New Sensation, Need You Tonight, Never Tear Us Apart, Mystify. So yeah, a lot of people though have got this album in the collection. So yeah, Kick. Searching for the Young Soul Rebels by Dexys Midnight Runners. So I think this was the debut. The only drawback with this album is that it's on the budget label Fame, but I think I picked it up for about 50 pence, so no harm done there. One band who do tend to use the same letter at the beginning and then end of their albums are The Jam. So this album, Dig the New Breed, which came out in 83, and this is sort of concerts from 77 to 82. That's Entertainment's on here, Going Underground, Dreams of Children, Ghosts, and In the Crowd. So when I went to see The Jam, they started off with Ghosts and went into In the Crowd, and after In the Crowd we were all scattered all over the place. In the City's on here, Start, Set the House Ablaze. Really good album. Dig the New Breed by The Jam. Another one that's pretty obvious is Trust by Elvis Costello. So this album from 81, mine's got The Inner with it. Elvis doing a bit of smoking there. There's the label. So this was at a time when Elvis Costello really wasn't getting as much sort of single success. Clubland's on here, which was a good single but wasn't really a big hit. But yeah, good album. From a Whisper to a Scream as well, I think that was a single. So yeah, from 81, Elvis Costello and Trust. Certain people probably would have shown David Bowie and Scary Monsters and Super Creeps, so I thought I'd take that out of the choices. Up the Hill Backwards was a single that wasn't a big hit, but was always sort of a bit of a favourite of mine. So yeah, David Bowie and Scary Monsters and Super Creeps. A few more sort of more obscure ones now. This Is What You Want. So who did an album called This Is What You Want? Do you know? Public Image Limited. So I don't have enough Public Image Limited in my collection, just because you don't really see it very often. This has got the famous pill label on it. So yeah, this is what's it called again? This Is What You Want by Public Image Limited. Here's an album by an artist I've never seen shown on the VC before, and the album is called Wake Up Now by Nick Mulvey. So the opening track on this album is called Unconditional, which is a gorgeous song. He's a sort of folk singer-songwriter, a little bit poppy. Got a booklet with this as well. It's got the lyrics in it, and there's the inner there. So yeah, an artist that he was nominated for a Mercury Prize, and this is his second album. So yeah, Nick Mulvey and Wake Up Now. Another new artist really are the Plastic Mermaids, and this album is called Suddenly Everyone Explodes. So I think they're from the Isle of Wight, sort of indie, a little bit on the King Gizzard side, a bit psychedelic. Comes on turquoise vinyl, from 2019. Really good album. Suddenly Everyone Explodes. And finally, in my 10 of albums that start and end with the same letter, Metal Rhythm. So does anyone know who did an album called Metal Rhythm from 1988? Gary Newman. So I would imagine this is quite difficult to get hold of. I'm pretty sure I got it from a boot sale for about £1. So get a picture of Gary there with the lyrics, and it's on IRS. So yeah, those are my 10 albums that begin and end in the same letter. Is there anyone out there stupid enough to join in on this thread? Just a bit of fun, but like I say, it does take a little bit of time, but everyone's got plenty of time on their hands at the moment. So thanks for watching my video. If you got any comments about what I showed, about the idea, how lame it is, I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching my video, and bye for now.